Hello everyone, this is Eli from X3 Lifts, and in today's video I will be delving into my back day routine, focusing particularly on a movement variation that I personally prefer over the conventional approach. While I'll touch on the compound movements integral to my back workout, the primary focus will be on an exercise variation that I find beneficial, especially for those navigating their fitness journey without access to specialized equipment. With that being said, let's begin. I predominantly rely on two compound movements to target the broader region of my back. Although there are other exercises in my regimen, the key players are pull-ups and barbell rows. Some may argue that the lat pull-down surpasses pull-ups, and while that may be valid in many instances, I've found pull-ups to be particularly effective for my goals. The ability to perform weighted pull-ups, in my opinion, serves as a genuine indicator of strength and muscle gain. As for the barbell row, well, our relationship has been somewhat intricate. In a previous fitness journey, I experimented with it and witnessed mediocre results, which led me to discontinue the movement. During that time, I leaned towards inverted rows as a bodyweight variation, utilizing a weighted backpack. However, due to limited exploration of its full potential, I couldn't fully speak to its benefits. Now armed with additional weights and a barbell in my arsenal, I've decided to incorporate the barbell row into my current fitness journey. The challenge lies in the bent over position, where the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back engage in stabilizing efforts. When striving for failure in row exercises, the difficulty lies in pinpointing the exact muscles in action, mainly because the entirety of my back, from traps to hamstrings, experiences intense engagement. This poses an issue, as my preference is to concentrate solely on targeting my back during pull days, without involving the lower extremities of the body. Typically, to address this, I would frequent Planet Fitness and opt for the seated row machine, the Smith machine, for a more focused and isolated approach to my rowing exercises. This is because they take the load away from your posterior chain, allowing for a more effective targeting of your mid and upper back. Having shifted away from Planet Fitness, I now find myself utilizing the conventional barbell variation, a technique I've mentioned I'm not entirely comfortable with. However, after delving into research for a few days, I stumbled upon the Pendley row variation, which aligns much better with my personal fitness goals. There's considerable debate about the intended purpose of the Pendley row. While some argue it serves primarily as a strength movement, often observed among powerlifters, I contend that by adjusting the rep range and reducing the weight, this exercise can seamlessly transition into a hypertrophy-focused movement. The distinction between the Pendley row and the conventional barbell row lies in the execution. In the standard barbell row, you initiate by deadlifting the bar from the floor and then lowering it until it reaches your shins. Subsequently, employing your arms, you proceed to row the bar upward, ensuring contact with your stomach or chest based on your anatomy. Upon the bar touching your torso, smoothly lower it without allowing it to touch the floor. This holds significant importance because in the suspended position, where the bar hangs freely from your arms, the lower part of the posterior chain, comprising the lower back, glutes, calves, and hamstrings, are actively engaged to stabilize your body. As previously mentioned, this can lead to a pronounced burn in the region, leaving you uncertain about which muscle group, whether the posterior chain or the back muscles, are approaching failure. In the Pendley row, a notable difference occurs as opposed to starting from a suspended position. The exercise initiates from the floor. The execution involves lifting the barbell, performing the row, and then gently lowering it to the ground before performing the second repetition. The intentional pause with the barbell grounded serves as a crucial purpose, as it mitigates substantial stress and stabilization challenges on the posterior chain, setting it apart from the standard barbell row. This modification puts more emphasis on the back muscles while providing relief for the posterior chain during the exercise. Ever since transitioning from the barbell row to the Pendley row, the positive effects have been evident almost immediately. My reps have notably gone up, allowing me to handle heavier weight. The shift has effectively redirected the pressure and intensity from my posterior chain to my back, aligning more with my desired focus. Overall, the outcomes have been consistently favorable, prompting me to incorporate the Pendley row more prominently in my routine. In fact, I'm considering replacing the barbell row with the Pendley row as one of my primary compound movements. As previously mentioned, the insights I've shared are merely based on personal experience and preference. If this approach doesn't align with your fitness goals, feel free to explore alternative methods. I'm simply expressing what has worked for me and the benefits I've observed. If you've enjoyed the content in the video, kindly give it a thumbs up to signal your interest in more content on similar topics. If the Pendley row has proven effective for you, I encourage you to share your experience in the comments. Conversely, if you have a different perspective or find it doesn't suit your needs, I welcome a constructive discussion. For those eager to catch my future videos, please consider subscribing to stay updated. With that, I wish you all a good day. Peace.